I believe if we focus on non-Muslim countries, which means Muslim business communities in non-Muslim countries, those communities are doing great business-wise. I mean, I noticed personally, and I've seen that in many official reports, the impact of Muslim business communities. It is in many times, including UK, larger than their percentage as a population. So this means they are going beyond their percentage in population through businesses. And this is not the whole story, because when we consider business, we consider doing business, and we consider the impact of that business through donation and charity. So when we look at, again, because we are here in London, at the Muslim business communities, they are doing great in business, and they are doing great even on charitable activities, including lots of engagement in the society, focusing on the needs on the whole society, not just the Muslim business communities or the Muslim communities.
Bosnia and Herzegovina is a natural European halal hub. It's a center of excellence for the global halal industry, and it's a natural for Bosnia and Herzegovina to be represented at the first London Halal Forum. We have been engaging with the ICCD and ICHS and with Sheikh Yusuf Halavi for several years now, and we are trying to collaborate on an initiative to establish our country as a place to invest, to enter Europe in the halal industry, and to open it up to the European market.
We are very excited to be here because it's the first London Halal Forum. It's the first of its kind in the UK and in Europe, and we think this is an excellent opportunity to exhibit, but also to meet partners, existing partners, new partners. There's a conference in the background where industry experts talk, from halal modest fashion to Sharia-compliant financing to halal tourism. So everyone is here, and it's a great opportunity to network, to learn from each other, to connect and to find new contacts.
Our objective is to support businesses all over the world, especially halal investment, through supporting networking, organize B2B meetings, facilitate matching of businesses. In addition, we are delivering other services like free consultation, plus market research, feasibility studies, all of these things. Plus we are facilitating what we can say the paperwork for funding or with financial entities.
We are seeing a lot of friendly faces, a lot of useful panels, some workshops that really benefit the halal industry in general. And I think Bosnia and Herzegovina can be sort of a role model for other countries, because we are a European secular country where halal is not imposed by law or by anything. How other countries can really benefit from halal, at least from the business side. So we are happy to be part of the London Halal Forum, and we will probably be here next year and at all other ICCD and ICH events in the future.
When it comes to trade, the production of halal products happening everywhere, including UK. So governments, not just Muslim majority countries who are big consumers, but even producers such as from Brazil, which is a major exporter, one of the, in fact, largest exporter of halal products, United States, United Kingdom, they are part of this global supply chain of halal trade. Now, this event today is being sponsored by or organized by the Islamic Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by a Saudi Arabia-based investment company called Halal DevCo, as well as some of the industry partners from Saudi Arabia, which demonstrate some of the challenges and opportunities. From Saudi Arabia side, we have today representing the Muslim world, Muslim majority countries, who are net importers of halal products, meaning even as Muslims, they don't really supply their own halal product, they're dependent. It also creates an opportunity which makes a linkage with the rest of the world. Countries like UK, US, Brazil, etc. Are able to build bridges through halal trade. So one of the themes that's fascinating about this event is halal and tayyib for humanity. Because halal ultimately is to be good, healthy, good to the environment, and tayyib is wholesome and healthy. These are values that are universal. So in London, connecting with the themes of sustainability and environment, this event brings the wider impact of halal, which is not just for Muslims. This event, the London Halal Forum, is part of a global trend on the halal economy, which today, if you think about the core Muslim population of over 2 billion people that require halal products, specifically food, collectively that adds today to almost $2.4 trillion of how much food Muslims consume, which is all subject to halal. Obviously, that's significant.
I think it's interesting to see how Saudi is coming here to the UK to see what the market is like, what connections are around, and how, I suppose, UK businesses can have access to a more global platform. I mean, there's so many different types of businesses here that I didn't even know existed. And I feel like if you're want to be in an Islamic business, it's a great place to network and make connections.
The good thing is that there's a lot of people who have come in from different parts of the world, and it's a really good place for us to learn from their experience, and also to share with them the new technology which we have. So it's a really great space that we can then take this technology to a lot of other countries where halal, especially where we have minorities. So wherever we are a minority, people need good halal food to be delivered to them. And here our product would be able to deliver not only food, but all eco lifestyle of a halal person.
The idea is we're inspired by sifr as an invention that actually Muslims, or you can say the East, came up with in order to develop everything that we have now. We depended on sifr. We depended on the invention of zero to give us algorithms, and now what we have today in modern tech as well. So the idea is 3 pillars. It's to engage, expand, and elevate. Make sure I got that right. So we're engaging through conferences like this, where we're bringing the latest tech. We're helping people network effectively using AI, and we have AI hubs. We've got one of our brothers, Amin, who's walking past right now. He's an AI expert who will be giving free consultations to companies. And then we have, expand, the idea of education, cutting edge. MashaAllah, you're an example of somebody who's always studying, somebody who is, MashaAllah, tabarakallah, always, as you say, from the cradle to the grave, always learning, right? That's exactly what we want to do with this platform, deliver the bleeding edge of learning from AI to leadership and beyond. And the last thing is elevate, that is entrepreneurship support. And this is where for the last 10 years I've been working in this space, helping early stage startup get the support they need from Mauritania to London and beyond, inshallah ta'ala.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people in the UK, for example, who, especially women, unfortunately, who come here as wives. They don't have very much education, and what they know is what they've been told. And I think that is one issue, but not the only issue. And even for people like me, born Muslim, born in the UK, and when I was younger, you said halal, I would say chicken. that's how it was. I didn't know about halal finance, halal products, halal services, halal holidays. I'm learning all of this now, and I want to teach other people. So I did actually a whole episode when I presented on World Service about halal holidays, because it's so important to differentiate what is a halal holiday, and at the same time I was educating myself. And I think the lack of education, but not just education, I think it's how you communicate, because a lot of words are quite complicated, people don't understand, and people with the knowledge, and I'm not saying they do this on purpose, but they will use their knowledge and they'll use the abbreviations, and they think that's okay because everyone should understand, but they don't. And let me give you a really good example. Like I scrolled across TikTok yesterday, and I found something where two doctors, mother and son, were explaining something very common but very complicated, premenopausal symptoms, and they used kitchen like ingredients. So they picked up eggs and they picked up a utensil, and I completely understood what they were saying at the end of it. And I think, okay, we don't need to go to that extent, but we really need to tone down our language and make it as simple as possible, not just for people who are not Muslim, but also Muslims. There's a lot of Muslims who do not understand the financial Islamic sector.
We have a lot of organization here from all over the world. We can support each other in supporting halal economy, even through a lot of services between us, even governmental authorities or organizations and businesses. Okay, we can collaborate with each other to spread halal culture all over the world. I think it's very opportunity to spread the culture of halal all over the world, especially in this event. Also, our company do a lot of events like London Halal. We make a Makkah Halal Forum in Middle East. It's a huge event also, spreading halal culture between companies and any organization in Middle East. I know it's very important to know a lot of what is halal.